matchup today at Chase Field in Arizona. The early Cy Young frontrunner Yoshinobu Yamamoto going for the Dodgers. 4-2 with a National League best. 0.9 ERA in 40 innings, going up against Brandon Pfaadt, who beat the Dodgers both times he saw them last season. Pfaadt has a 3.79 ERA, 35 strikeouts in 40 and a third innings this season. His 5 wins, by the way, tied for the most in the National League. And not only is Yoshinobu Yamamoto leading baseball in ERA, he's allowing the fewest hits per 9 innings in the National League. Tonight, he will try to keep things rolling against a very good Diamondbacks lineup as we head back to Arizona. Kirsten joins us live with more on Yoshi. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, for him tonight, it's going to be a little bit different because all season long he's been the Friday night starter. Of course, with it being Thursday night, he's going to be on a more regular rest, so only on a 5-day rest compared to the 6-day that he's been on this entire season. Dave Roberts talked about what he's hoping to see from him today, and also how just with a shorter amount of rest in between starts, how there's no limitations on him today.
Well, I think that, you know, trying to continue to mix and match. They've got a good balance of left-hand hitters, right-hand hitters, aggressive to the fastball, put the ball in play, steal some bases. So I think just kind of trying to, you know, keep these guys off balance, work ahead, get strike one.
With him on regular rest today, or quote-unquote regular rest today, is the leash a little bit shorter? Are you going to be looking for certain things with him, or do you feel like this will be what we've been seeing from him throughout the first part of this season?
I think for me, I'm going to kind of look at this as a normal start. I think that just kind of where he's at, building up to this start, I think he's in a good spot, so I'm not going to really take into consideration one less day rest.
So much like for Yoshinobu Yamamoto today, it'll be the same thing for Roki Sasaki tomorrow. Dave Roberts hasn't talked about the limitations, if so, for Roki just yet. But like he said, he expects this to be a normal start for Yoshinobu. And the plan is just considering there are so many injuries to the rotation right now, we could be seeing them on this regular 5-day rest moving forward, guys.
And Yoshi's one start in Arizona last year, he did not allow a run in that game. Kirsten, thank you very much. And as she mentioned, it's been a college-like weekend rotation for the Dodgers, really the last 6 weeks, with Yoshi starting on Friday, Roki getting the ball on Saturdays. Tonight, Yoshi's going on 5 days rest for the first time this year, or it's something he did a number of times last year. But do you see any issues with this sudden change in his routine?
Well, you have to know that he's also adjusting what he does prior to the game. And I mean, his side work day, his lifting, his cardio, all the things that he goes into preparation. And you might cut back on that, or you might alternate when you're going to throw, or decide, you know what, my bullpen, I'm only going to throw 35 pitches in my bullpen. I'm going to play catch on the other day. So I don't look at it as, oh, he comes into this like short rest and, oh my gosh, he's been doing the same amount of work. He comes into this with a day different as far as rest, but he has adjusted the workload prior to this outing.
And we talk about pitchers having a routine. Listen, he's accustomed to pitching a certain time, but you mentioned it, John. He did this a lot last season, so he knows what he needs to do to get ready for his start. It's one day. It's not like he's pitching on 3 days rest. He's got plenty of rest. He should pitch well tonight.
All right. Still more to come here on Sportsnet LA. All of us are all in on the Haesung Kim experience. In his 3 starts, has 5 hits. He's driven in 2. He's scored 3 runs, even stolen some bags, and he seems like he's fitting in awfully well with his World Series champion teammates. Plus, the Dodgers bullpen took another hit yesterday with Evan Phillips landing back on the IL. We will hear from Phillips and discuss what it means for his role the rest of the way. Start of a big 4-game series in Arizona. Dodgers and D-backs. Yoshinobu Yamamoto getting the ball for the opener. He was solid in his debut season last year. Oral 7-2. The ERA was an even 3, but he has taken it to a completely different level this season. What do you think has been the biggest difference between last year and this year?
Well, you can watch the video and you can look at the peripherals and the data and say this is why he's succeeding. But I think there's something that we can't measure, and that's comfort. I think he is comfortable in so many different topics now, and we saw him progress from the culture change, from the baseball, from the day's rest, from new teammates, a new residence, a new city. And I think he came into this year where everything was comfortable, success in the playoffs, and now you're seeing completely the Yamamoto we need.
That's a great point. Being comfortable now in the big leagues, he's now starting to become that seasoned vet. He's at least pitching like that. And that breeds what? Confidence. He is extremely confident knowing he can make any pitch at any time.
0.9 ERA this year. He's only allowed a total of 4 earned runs on the season. Dodgers and Diamondbacks, the big show. Shohei Ohtani about to lead things off against Brandon Fox right after the break.
Dodgers and Geraldo Perdomo at short. A start of the season for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Up to this point, EK has established himself as one of the best pitchers in the world. First pitch grounded to the right side. Sung Kim makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out for Yama in the first. StatCast 3D is powered by Google Cloud.
Four-seamer, the splitter, and the curve. Everything revolves really around those 3 pitches, and specifically the four-seamer. If he's able to locate, work ahead, move the ball around, then the other 2 pitches become dominating. And if he gets 2 strikes on you, you're in a lot of trouble. And that's why I'd argue efficiency and location, way more important than stuff.
Payoff pitch from Yamamoto to Marte. It's a broken bat, roll it to first. 2 gone.
So this pitch is a cutter, and again, bottom of the zone, right on the corner. As a hitter, you're waiting for a mistake. You're waiting for somebody to leave a pitch over the heart of the plate, and that's where you do damage. Yamamoto doesn't give the hitter that opportunity. And remember, though, right? Go ahead, you're going to say it.
4 of those came in 1 game.
Like I'd say it even, like to make it even worse, I'd say almost half of his home runs in 1 game. Like, yeah, he's, you know, you look at the overall and you say, well, it's a nice year, but just really hasn't been consistent enough.
One-two pitch. That's flared to left. Can of corn for Conforto. 5-5 down for Yamamoto. No strikeouts just yet, but if he can get 7, along with the help of the Dodger bullpen, yes, he did. We're full.
And that's why I say if I'm hitting, I'm sitting on a fastball. I don't care. Like if it's spin, especially when I'm ahead in the count. You're not going to hit the other stuff. You'll hit a bad one. You're not going to get a hit on a good curve or a good splitter.
3-2. Caught on and missed. Strike 3. But Yama strands the back-to-back 2-out base hits. That was a beauty. Ground ball to Freeman. He spins and goes to second for 1. The throw back. Not in time. Nearly a 3-6-3 double play. Dodgers looking back to see if they want to throw a challenge out.
It's about as well as you're going to execute that play. Freddie does a nice job of fielding and spinning, so he's got some momentum on that throw. Mookie does a nice job returning the throw. Freddie showing those quick feet, getting back to first. Only one problem, Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, can absolutely fly. He's got 7 stolen bases, so he's now on first. 1 out in the third. Chopper to the right side. Kim to Betts. Betts to Freeman. That's 2, and that's all for the 3rd inning.
It's a hitter's count. He's throwing a pitcher's pitch.
Now, we have not seen Yamamoto get shaken up by 3-ball counts tonight. If anything, it's like helped him focus. Did it against Thomas. Trying to do the same thing here against Smith. Another payoff. That curve stays away. First walk of the game for Yamamoto leading off the 4th inning. been a rare sight this season for Yamamoto. Has to battle. 2-0 pitch. Goes the other way to right field. Pages to the warning track. That ball is gone. Gabriel Moreno with an opposite field grand slam. His first home run of the season makes it 4-0 Arizona. Two to Thomas. Caught and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks following the grand slam. 3 total now for Yamamoto. 4 away from a free jumbo jack tomorrow and a Jack in the Box in LA after you buy a large drink. They're in right field. Ground ball underneath the glove of Yamamoto, but Betts is backing him up.
Yamamoto, we talked about it at the top of the show. Came into today only giving up 2 home runs on the year.
Wow.
Good fortune for Marte.
Tapper back to Yamamoto. And that will do it for the 5th inning. But the Diamondbacks get a 5th run on a second home run against Yamamoto.